Hello, good morning. Go.
एक नाही ऍक्च्युली काम कर ते पूर्ण क्लोज करून टाक आणि आना
Okay. Again, Jai Him and good morning to everyone. We can get started now. As every week, we have an agenda to go with a summer talk, and then we have Professor Ramesh Katu, who is going to speak on his work about his work, what he's working on right now in India, basically about Buddhist Revival Trust. And so first, let me pass on to Honorable Chai, a resident monk from Vihara, runs the Buddhist monastery in Virginia, and he will speak 25 minutes, followed by some question and answers, and then we'll pass it on to Mr. Ramesh Khatri. So, Sudhante, it's
Hello. Hello.
Let me mute every participant.
Mute everyone.
So that we don't have any disturbance during the talk.
Sandeep, please, you can mute everyone. Only speakers can.
That's what I'm going to do now.
So let them really listen to me. Actually, it's okay. I need to. Okay. Let's start. Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to what session of Dhamma Talk on this Sunday. I still don't have any specific topics in my mind, but on the way to here, I have a conversation with Sariputta, and then I suddenly get something that I think I need to tell all of you. My question that I would like to ask you is, where is Dhamma? It seems to be easy topic, but sometimes, somehow, it's quite difficult. It's because even in my hometown, Thailand, if we ask everyone that where is Dhamma, everyone might misunderstood that Dhamma have to be in the monastery, Dhamma have to be inside the holy books, Dhamma have to be maybe with the monks all the time. But actually, it's not. Dhamma is everywhere. Dhamma is everywhere. No matter it's Buddhism or Christianity or Muslim or whatsoever, wherever and whenever, there always Dhamma. It's because Buddhism is universal teaching. If you go back and study about the teaching of the Buddha, the very basic one, the 5 precepts, you will find that those 5 precepts, the Buddha taught us or led us to become good person, no matter we believe in his teaching or not. Some great masters used to compare that if you don't if you don't believe that walking up from the 10th story of the it means no matter you believe in his teaching or not, but it's still the fact, it's still the truth out there. It's very normal. So that's why. Go back to 5 precepts. The first one, no killing. Quite easy word. No killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no lying, no taking any intoxicants. Are there any Buddhism word inside? Now, just live about our life. Quite easy one. Buddha didn't say that if you didn't practice Buddhism or if you didn't believe in the Buddha or if you didn't declare yourself as Buddhist, if you practice those 5 rules, 5 precepts, you won't get any results. No, he didn't say anything such. He only said that for those who practice 5 precepts, you'll get good things, you'll get better life. Soon. Easy. That's why according to the statistics, 100% of Americans who practice Buddhism, only 30% of them declare themselves as Buddhists. That's why teaching of Buddha, all are taken from the nature, not by his idea, not by the order of someone up there, or by the thought of the supreme beings up there in heaven. No. It's in here, in this world, it's in there, in celestial world, it's in there, in the hell. It's everywhere. We can find Dharma, we can find Dharma. But the problem is, do we have enough level of intelligence to be able to observe it, to be able to understand it, to be able to perceive it as a real truth? For example, I have to begin. It is my my path. Everyone can say because it belongs to me. But is it mine? Or is it the real palm? Even it's movable. Illusion and delusion. Let's try to delude us, to misunderstand about something. It seems to be mine at this moment. But if I accidentally cut it off, yes, the police will say that it's yours, it's your palm. But if it's my palm, I have to be able to keep it. I have to be able to control it. I have to be able to preserve it, to prevent it from perishing. And can keep it, prevent it from decaying. But it's not. So if you notice and think about it in many aspects of life, Buddhism is the way of life, is religion, is philosophy. Buddhism can be everything. It depends on you to try to understand it. If you think that teaching of Buddha is philosophy, yes, it can be philosophy for you. If you say that, yeah, Buddhism is just way of life, it's not religion anymore. Yes, it can be your way of life. It can be anything. It depends on the way you understand. If you have higher level of intelligence, you'll understand more about life. And when you understand more about life, you approach to the truth. But the truth itself has its own level. Again, this is my palm, got skin, flesh, bone, blood. But deeper than that, there are only the elements: solid, liquid, heat, air, only those. See? One of good comparison is, if you look at this, let's say, the national flag, they use the same style, but it's not the same. Red color might be a little red or darker red. Blue might be navy blue, dimmer blue, whatsoever blue. The star is not the same. The old one got how many? 50? The new one got 56, whatsoever. See? But as soon as we saw it, we see it, we recognize it as national flag. It's the same. The way we pretend to understand, the way we pretend to perceive in the way that Buddha mentioned as worldly way. But it doesn't mean that after you listen to my speaking and then you have to get rid of all the world, get rid of everything and then become the hermit or become the Buddhist monk like me. No, if it's not your way, if it's not your way, you have to look for your own way. You have to understand Buddhism by yourself. Yes, you have to rely on the Buddha at first. You have to rely on those who know more at first, at very beginning. But after that, you have to take it and blend it as yours. That's why, according to Desaputta Sutta, or what we always know as Kalama Sutta, Buddha tried to mention a lot. The number 4 is don't just believe because what is written inside the scriptures or the text. It's because anyone who got the press in their own hand, they can print any books by themselves. If the Buddha got printing company, he can print a lot of books by himself. He don't rely on the ability to memorize of Sariputta, I mean the main disciple. See, that's why. So the way we understand the teaching of Buddha, you have to dig down there, try to understand more. So that's why the Buddha said that 3 ways where the wisdom come from. Start from the listening or reading, or what we call in Pali as Suttamaya Panya. The wisdom that are arise from listening, but it means reading too, or I can say that it's external factors, all external factors. That's where the wisdom comes from. When you listen, you read, you feel, you touch, you smell, whatever from the external factors, you have to take it and use your brain. At first, your brain, the equivalent of your mind, your brain to understand it and then turn it, take it as yours. So it becomes internal factors. The first from outside, the external one. The second is inside, is yours, your intelligence, your wisdom, which for sure won't be the same as the others. That's why. See, the first is external, the second internal, whereas the third is a little bit complicated. It's a little bit hard to prove, but it's there. The third one, the knowledge or wisdom, comes from meditation. Really? Yes, from meditation. If you go back and study about the history of all the great men, all of those need meditation. Where does those knowledge come from? Like how Einstein invent such a thing for us? How can create theory for us? By his brain? Yes, brain is the equipment. Okay, we got very good example. There's one engineer, Thai engineer who worked for a company, the subcontract of NASA. He's not the one in charge of designing anything. But as NASA tried to look for the landing system into the Mars, he asked many engineers to design the system for them, but whenever they put them into simulator, they show that it failed all the time. Anything wrong with the system? I don't know. The screen is changed. Oh, fine, right? That's good. Really feeling myself. Okay. Okay. Fine. Nice. It's right. Yeah. Okay. And then it's very hard for them to find a way until one day they just assign to anyone who can design it for them. So he unintentionally asked that Thai engineer to design. At first, he was like the others. He used his brain to think about the way, use his knowledge of engineering from what were written inside the text, what he have learned from the school. Many 10 designs were failed, all of them, until he get tired of that. So he went up to the forest, sit on the cliff, and looked out there. He don't think anything, stop thinking. While stop thinking, some knowledge suddenly came out by itself, automatically. He grabbed paper and pencil, draw everything down, and ran down back to the office. Put it in paper, put it in plan, perfect plan, and send it to NASA, and it succeeded. So the landing system of the rocket into the Mars was designed by Thai engineer. Where does this knowledge come from? He can't say anything about that. He said that it's in there. I don't know where that come from, but it's in my brain. It's just come out. That's where the third way of knowledge. So that's why we as humans, we are very unique. You and I won't be the same for sure. All of you and I, all of us. But you got 2 eyes, I got 2 eyes. You got 1 nose, I got same nose. I mean same number, 1. But your nose and my nose won't be the same. Your eyes and my eyes won't be the same, but we got 2 eyes. That's why Buddha tried to mention about the truth out there and let ourselves understand it by yourself. I can compare Buddhism as the forest. If you go to the forest and look around, you see high trees, small trees, bushes, grass, a lot of vine. See a lot of them. Because of those, we call that place forest. If there are only high trees, we don't call it forest. We might say that, yeah, it's some garden, whatsoever. Only the bushes out there, you say, yeah, it's a garden. Or it can be forest, but not perfect forest. The variety of us combined together become the world, the perfect world. Look at the car. Without 1 wheel, car can be run. But with only a wheel, it can't be run too. No matter with or without that wheel, it won't be able to run. But with all of those, 4 wheels, bus driver, engine, fuel, gas, lubricant, all of those can let everything run. That is the same as Buddhism. It doesn't mean that You didn't read any books and you won't practice any Buddhism? No. If you don't have any time to sit, stay still, and then it means you didn't practice meditation? No. We practice meditation almost all the time. It's a very rough one. It's a very low quality one. Why are you listening to me? While you are listening to me, you're watching to something, try to pay attention to it. That's a way of practicing meditation. But it's a soft one. Not a very high quality, but it's still okay. It's what you need in daily life. One of the great masters of meditation in Thailand, he told us that for average of the people, if you practice meditation only 15 minutes a day, for sure that you won't get crazy whenever happens into your life. But, he said, but, if no one practices meditation like what I mentioned, will you become crazy person? He said, no, not that very much. It's because in daily life, we always practice meditation.
Hello, can you all hear?
Yes.
Oh, you are okay. I can't hear.
Yes, I can.
Hello. Hello, Sandeep.
Hi. Hello.
This is Swapnil. I can hear you.
Swapnil, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm getting Ramesh Katki here.
Yes, Rameshji, we are having some audio problem.
Yeah. Right now I'm getting it.
Okay, you are getting it. Sandeep,
Yeah.
are you able to hear?
May I know who is this?
Yeah, this is Vivek. I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Hi Vivek. I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear. Hello. Yes, uncle. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I guess there is some problem with the host computer.
Hello.
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 Banti is all there. Hello.
Hello.
अरे आंटी तुमने मैसेज करो यार इधर डॉक्टर
हाँ बोला येतोय का आवाज
हाँ आम्हाला येतोय आता
ओके ओके
now we are getting yes sir now we are getting but you keep your mic mute
ओके
for getting to others doctor
हाँ बोलो
so that you can hear to others
ओके ओके हेलो हेलो
There is some problem in the audio. Hello, this is Lalit here. Vivek ji?
Hi, Lalit, I am able to hear you. I'm speaking with Sandeep. I think there might be some issue with on his side, maybe in the computer setups.
So you can get him on the phone if possible.
Yeah. Why don't you do one thing, Sandeep, disconnect and connect as a host. So it might help you a little bit. Yeah, connect as a host again. Disconnect and connect as a host again. So you'll be okay in that sense. Okay.
Otherwise, Vivek sir, you can call Swapnil and Banteji can speak, and we can put it on from your side.
I wouldn't know how I can call Swapnil.
No, Sandeep.
Yeah, संदीप तुम कॉलिंग क्यों नहीं करते कॉल से यानी कंप्यूटर से फोन को यानी
Through mobile.
let me see. Yeah, I'm just having him do that. Yeah, so that's okay.
Great. We can stop the recording.
हाँ संदीप बंटे को बोलो ना अपना जो फोन है ना फोन से डायलिंग करने को बोलो सीधा ओके तो दैट वे इट विल द सेशन विल कंटिन्यू okay sorry about that guys it's just technical glitch we don't usually experience this problem but I guess it's just one of the bad day so
Vivek sir.
yes
If you call Sandeep on his phone.
Sandeep is working on he can dial directly
Okay.
yeah he is dialing the number so that he can directly call it from his side.
Okay, that's fine.
He can call in directly to the WebEx. Okay. वहाँ पे पहले तो
Hello, Vivek ji.
yes go ahead.
I think there is no. Can you hear? Actually, there is no voice.
I think they dialed the wrong number, I believe. Okay, so we are getting that because we had like couple other different audio stations. So
Actually, if you call Swapnil and put the phone on the speaker, then we can hear from your side. If that is fine, because we are wasting a lot of time.
Yeah.
Or we can start next another session.
Okay, I think the number is correct. Okay. It's a mistake. It is.
आप डायरेक्ट कॉल कर दीजिए स्वप्निल जी.
Okay, ठीक है, मैं संदीप को कॉल करता हूँ.
संदीप, हाँ प्लीज, थैंक यू.
स्पेशली आपल्या इंडियामध्ये
Hello. Hello. Can everybody hear?
Vivek ji, we can hear you. We need to mute everyone.
Right.
There is a lot of echo. Guys, please mute. Hello. So I think now there is no echo, but Vivek ji, if you have the phone connection, then you can unmute and we can hear.
Lalit.
Should we start Katke sir's presentation if there is some problem?
Go ahead and introduce the next case, and you can start with Katke sir.
Okay. So sorry for all the troubles. Actually, our there is some problem from the whole. Can you please mute all the people? Sandeep, can you please mute everyone? Okay. Hopefully it should work now. So we have a great speaker today. I will just rightly hand over to Mr. Katke sir. He will introduce himself and start his presentation. Thank you. And please mute your audios. And if you have some questions, you can type your questions in the message below. And thank you so much.
Hello. 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 Vandami Bhante and Jai Bhim to everybody. I am Mr. Ramesh Katke. I am Secretary of Buddhist Revival Charitable Trust. It is an international trust which was registered in 2011, and basically the main theme of our trust is that Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar delivered his speech in Rangoon conference at Sangiti, Buddhist Sangiti in Myanmar. There are some guidelines given by him. So first of all, he told that there should be coordination between all Buddhist nations. And second thing is that everybody is getting me.
Yes, we are hearing you. We are getting.
So Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar has given some guidelines for us, because in India the situation is different as compared to the other Buddhist nation. In most of the Southeast Asian nation and Asian nations, Buddhism is 2300 years old and the culture is well established for there. But in India it is very new, and it is also that Hinduism's that stigma still is in on minds of all Indians, Buddhists, new Buddhists, and they are struggling for their culture of Buddhism. So Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar told in Myanmar conference, that Buddhist Sangiti, that there should be coordination between Buddhist nations, and keeping in mind these views, we established Buddhist Revival Charitable Trust. Babasaheb has given directions that there should be very strong Bhikkhu Sangha, and for that there should be seminaries. That seminaries ideas basically was given by him, and we have taken the aims and objective of this organization. First is that to fulfill and pursue Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's vision to spread Buddhism in its original form in India and outside, in order to promote harmony, justice, equality, fraternity and freedom for mankind. To restore original Buddhism as taught by Lord Buddha in Maharashtra, India, and to spread it into the other parts of the world. Then improve quality of Buddhist monks in accordance with the Dhamma Vinaya, because Vinaya is the must. Baba Sahib told that there should be, along with Vidya, there should be Vinaya. Without that, if you have intellect but you don't have moral, then it is of no use. So, to establish strong Buddhist institution and Sangha order for monks in accordance with the Dhamma Vinaya, it is must. To improve the quality of Indian Buddhists to the level of Buddhists in ancient India through the promotion of Buddhist education and way of life. The work to Buddhist organization in other countries to pursue the teaching of Lord Buddha on the long-term sustainable basis, to restore Buddhism in Jambudvipa so that Jambudvipa will once again become the center of Buddhism of the world. And we have taken some Maharashtra as a major focus because the conversion ceremony held in 1956 on 14 October. So there are so many people in Maharashtra, those who follow Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and they are trying to become a very good Buddhist. So to establish Maharashtra as a center of Buddhism in India with a view to restore and reform Buddhism in India in accordance with Dhamma Vinaya, to publicize and promote the practice of Dhamma, and to work with other organizations, something like as Mahabodhi Society, and there are many organizations in Thailand, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Japan, Korea, and all those. We are connecting with all those organizations, and we are organized near about 3 to 4 world conferences. And basically, we have taken 3 conferences in Diksha Bhumi, and we are trying to connect all cultures together, because it is the need of the time that we should connect with each other, and there are some issues that should be finalized. So there are some issues like as rebirth, and some sects is confused about Atma and all that. But the basic principles of Buddhism are 4 noble truths, Aryatangic Marg, and Anicca, Sabbe Sankara Anicchati Yada Payati. That is the thing, that everything is impermanence. And Dukkha, principle of Dukkha, how Lord Buddha told about. Then the problem is 10 paramitas, because unless and until we won't follow the paramita 10 noble codes, we cannot become a real Buddhist. So these are some points. One more point, in action plan we have taken that there to regenerate Bhikkhu Sangha in India, there should be Vihara established. So last year we have done near about 40 crores sanction from government of Maharashtra, and that all we have done it on our own, because in India and Maharashtra government machinery is totally against us, but we have did it. And in near Ajanta we established a monastery, Lokuttara Mahavihara, under the guidance of Venerable Bodhipalo Mahathero, who studied in Thailand for 18 years, and he is well versed in Tripitaka. So to establish the monastery and Upasak Upasika Sangha and train them, basically we have emphasized on children's courses from age 15 to 5 to 15 age. We are trying to have Sunday schools for them, and they can get knowledge of Buddhism so that the culture will be established in its original form. Then one more thing we have taken, that development of Buddhist cultural heritage, such like as caves, monuments, ancient viharas, and especially the Nala Sopara, where from Buddhism went to Southeast Asian nations, and to organize conferences, Buddhist ambassadors from Buddhist countries across the globe, to organize international conferences with representative of Buddhist nation to strengthen the culture ties. And one thing we are instituting Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar International Peace Award through United Nations. This we are trying within 20-30 years this could be possible. So these are the basic principles, and our action plan is that first thing is that we'd like to establish the monastery for well-versed bhikkhu, because Dr. Baba Sahib told in 1950 in Colombo, he said that responsibilities lies on the shoulders of the bhikkhus. If these attempts of the revival of Buddhism is to be a success, they must be more active than they have been. They must come out of their shell and be in the first rank of fighting force. So this is a must. So we have organized 2-3 conferences, and what Baba Sahib told that every political revolution precedes culture and social revolution. Hence, culture is the must. And Buddhist culture, it was very much developed in ancient India. So we'd like to bring all this. So like-minded organization, we are trying to come together and in hand with each other, we will work in future. Thank you. Yeah. If there are any questions, please ask.
Hi, thank you, Katteji, for your information. Guys, are there any questions for Ramesh Katteji? Please, I do not think so, but we can certainly look into that. Swapnil, if you have more information, if you could pass it to us, that would be great. Conference title is that first of all we organize the conference at Magha Puja. It is a Sangha day actually on the day of Magh Purnima in Veluvan, Rajgir. Lord Buddha has given the that Vinay Pitaka. So to establish the Vinayas in our life, that the event of Magh Puja should come out. And at Diksha Bhumi, we have organized 2-3 conferences, and it is a response is huge. So, Katkeji, Dr. Devendra Mishram has a question. He says, are there any outcome and conclusion from this conferences?
Yeah, it is. We have connected to the Thai monk, Thai Sangha, and Sri Lanka and Myanmar. So for children, we are basically giving the courses on Sunday from 9 to 11, Sunday school, and the basic cultural activities we are having in them.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katkeji.
Thank you. Yes. Nice talk.
Any question is there?
Swapnil, yes, we have. I remember now this Dr. Paramana.
So
Yeah. So we have assisted when they had a conference in Nagpur. So I do remember now. Since you mentioned the name.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
works on the conservation of Buddhist caves, and
Yes,
he
yes.
had he came over as a guest speaker to this session a couple times.
Right.
Yes.
And in future, those who are like-minded organization, we are ready to work with them, because it is not a single institution or organization's work. It should be hand in hand with each other, because our target is huge, and we have to establish culture over here. And the force is against us, so that if we come together, it is most welcome. We are having the members of our organization, Dr. Vijay Kadam. Dr. Vijay Kadam is the treasurer of this organization, and myself is secretary.
Hello.
Dr. Vijay Kadam, can you speak a few words?
Yeah.
Hello. Please. Yes, Dr. Vijay Kadam, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Kadam.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Jai Bhim to all. First of all. Yeah, there was some audio problem in the beginning, so I was not able to hear properly.
We
Can
can
you hear
hear
me?
you well.
Hello.
Yes, we are able to hear you pretty well.
Doctor, please go.
Yeah, okay. So it's really first of all I should congratulate Lalit Khandari ji and all of you to start such a great activity. I was like on the same line we were thinking in India, and we have also tried for some time, but unfortunately we were not able to proceed it properly. But it is a great start, really. And I think Mr. Katke has, I think, explained all the things related to Buddhist Revival Charitable Trust, which one of the motto of this BRCT, like Buddhist Revival Charitable Trust, is also to liaison with or to coordinate with all the organizations which are exist in whole world. For example, and we have tried that way through all over world. We have traveled to Malaysia, then Thailand, then UK, and America, Sri Lanka, and whenever we are going, we are trying to gather our people together, and we are trying to take them in loop. So, hello.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Continue, Dr. Kadalji.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
So it's a great initiative. In fact, it's a great initiative, and by this way we can also, like, I think we can coordinate our all people around the world who are there, like almost 14 countries are Buddhist countries, and all other even in 100 of countries Buddhism is in existence. So we can definitely coordinate with all of them. And I request, like, if we can also type the minutes, the high points of the conference, and if you can mail to all of the participants. So I think sometimes there is a problem of audio, or sometimes we cannot hear properly, or sometimes we are not able to judge a link. So if we can drop the minutes of this conference, and then we can email to all the participants. So we will be able to like collect the thing also, what exactly we are talking, and it can be a good record also in future.
There is a question from Nilesh. Myself, Katke speaking. Nilesh asked me that is there anything that Anna can support on your activities? Yes, we would like to work with Anna because this is global. This is organization.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely.
So one more thing I would like to add, that we presented a paper in 2010 in the Bangkok conference, United Nations conference on Vaishak Day. In 2010 and 2012, in 2012 we got 3 years time to represent Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's Buddhism, and that huge time was given to us. There was a special session basically, and we represent that what are the activities going in India, and what are its challenges, the problems, the challenges, and our future activities and action plan also we presented there. And in Malaysia and in UAE also, in Abu Dhabi, we represented our Dhamma, and what are the basics works, because we have started a work with 5-point principles, that Panchasutri program, in which we have taken the Dhamma as the first sutra, that first point, that to establish a Vihara at each district level, and there should be a training program for lay persons as well as monks, and to start the meditation courses for them also, just as Anapana meditation. Recently, Government of Maharashtra has started this Anapana meditation, which is result is very nice. The concentration of the students from this state is increased at very high level, and if we can go with children, basically age 5 to 15, it will be very helpful. The next generation will come up with Buddhist principles and all activities. Thank you.
Right. Like, Katkiji, if you can also, like, have you described what is Panchasutri?
Panchasutri's first program is that
It's a 5-point program. One point is as Katkiji explained regarding Dhamma. Second point is on self-help group of women. The women what we say below poverty level women or any woman can participate in that and then can help themselves and they can form a small group, number of 10, 20, 30 and they can meet regularly. They can contribute some amount and they can utilize that amount for their own. There is a self-help group second and then third is our bank.
Cooperative Credit
We should have our
Society
bank
initially, and then it will be
Credit Cooperative Society.
into cooperative bank. And in near about
And
5
then
to
fourth
6
is
districts it has started functioning. And
then we can also have our cluster development programs like industrial segment. We can establish our and I will be happy to share that we have already started in 4 to 5 districts. We have helped our people to start project worth rupees 5 crore to say 20 crores. Like in Dhula, in Dhulia district, we have helped them to get funds from government, and those people are now having 200 acres of land. They have started a floriculture park on that.
all they are Dhammacharis.
Now
they practice Dhamma.
They are Vipassana meditator, Dhammachari, and like I hope that in coming years their turnover will be from 100 crore to 1000 crore in 5 to 10 years. And then the one activity is starting our educational complexes like PG, what we say KG to PG. From KG to PG we can start our educational institute. So this is a 5-point program on which we are working from last I think 12 to 13 years, along with so many bureaucrats, then some IPS officers, some judiciary officers, some social work, and all top class government, around say 1000 government officers are involved in this program, and we are working on this since last around 14 to 15 years. And outcome of that is like we have already established our credit cooperative banks in so many districts, around say 8 to 10 districts we have established our credit cooperative bank. In some of the districts we have also started our educational small educational this thing so from KG, and we have also like started media as a part of Dhamma Prachar and Prasar. We have started one newspaper long year back, and say 5-6 years back. Unfortunately, we could not succeed in that, but still there was a lot of.
Doctor, one question from Dr. Devendra Mesham for you from Japan. He is asking that please share the contact details with everybody so that the participant can contact you offline. So we have given our email ID. So we can contact, and your one idea is very nice that if proceeding is there available for each other, for future contact and future in connecting to each other and to share the dialogues of
it is exactly. It will also help to keep a record what we are started from this thing, what point we have discussed, and it will also clear some misunderstanding. Some example, somebody is not able to hear properly or he is not getting through properly, so he can get the updates of the meeting.
Kadamji, Devendra here.
Yeah.
Actually, there is no proceeding, but there is a recording. After this session, everybody will get a recording of this session. But there is no specific, like a proceeding is not there.
If you want some help, I can help in that. Like somebody can take at least some high points, and if I will get email of the participant, we can circulate forming our group.
Definitely, sir. We'll discuss that, and we'll follow that procedure later on. But immediately, it is not.
Yeah, we can form our Google group.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we can circulate the meeting.
One more point I would like to cut here. What Dr. Baba Sahib expected, there should be Dhamma cadre. If we can focus on the children from 5 to 15 years, and we can develop their ideas, Buddhist basic principles, and we can make them a cadre, Buddhist cadre, then it could be a huge profitable.
Is there any question for me, or I just want to unmute my phone because I'm in some there is some noise because of my this thing. You may not be able to conduct it properly. Is there any question for me?
Are there any questions for Dr. Kadam? Okay, Dr. Kadamji, is there any your phone number and email ID where we can share it with our other members? So if you could type in the box.
Yeah, I will type in the chat ID, and then
Get that number.
Okay, and I will unmute my phone now. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr.
It's a great
Kadamji.
thing. Yeah.
Are there any questions to Dr. Like Ramesh Katkeji or anybody else? Lalit, do you have any questions? You can share something, highlight on any other topic.
Hello.
Yeah, are there anything? Do you have anything to share?
Yeah, just briefly. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Katke sir. He came all the way from his place to my home, but it was really nice because I also was not aware about in detail what they were doing. I came to know. So just briefly, today we had a meeting of some people who were engaged in career guidance program for many years, and I requested some of them to attend. Mr. Hemant Sute sir, Swapnil is here, so few of them, and next Sunday we will have detailed discussion on. So we spent almost 3 hours, 3-4 hours. If we have some time, maybe 3 minutes, I will request Swapnil to explain briefly what we intended to do. Vivekji.
Yes, that would be fine. Go ahead, Swapnil.
Hello, Jai Bhim everyone. I'm Swapnil. We had a meeting in the morning at TISS campus in Chembur, and it was a quite fruitful meeting. We had almost 19 participants in the meeting, and they are all from different fields. We had Mr. Hemant Sute, we had Professor Sao, Lalit sir was there, and we had some more friends. What we have decided that the career guidance program that we have been doing since few years at the various venues in India, like Diksha Bhumi, Chaitya Bhumi, at Pune, that is Bhima Koregaon, or at Dehu Road. These camps would be continued, and now we want a station, a permanent thing to this activity. So we have decided that we'll be inviting like-minded people for this activity who all can contribute in the field of education and provide their expertise, and then we can help maximum number of students. Sir rightly said from 5 to 15. We have to strengthen them, and also 15 above for their graduation, post-graduation, and abroad studies. So we have chalked down some plan for this, and we are sure we'll be able to share with you all this in the next week's meeting. Jai Bhim, thank you.
Okay, thanks Swapnil for sharing what you've been doing in India. Okay, thank you. Any questions to Lalit or Swapnil? And Dr. Ramesh Katkeji, I was just going to ask you in the future date if you would like to come over, present, be a guest to our session, would be great. It's a good tool to all our Ambedkarites across the world. Okay, we would like to see you again in the future.
Yes, I'm sure. that we will be very much close to each other, because this is collected work. And one thing I would like to share is that if we can have some dialogues regularly and we can share our works together, then it could be a result oriented work, because
Right.
action plan is must and result should be come out.
Right, right. Yeah, we have been running a lot of activities in USA as well as in India, and we are working together with a lot of other organizations. Lalit may shed some light on that as well. You know, he's
Yeah, we were there on 20th, 21st July in Colombia, and
Right.
even DEC also we were there
Okay,
for
okay.
that program, and we were for 10 days. So we understood there are so many huge activities happening in US and
Sure.
all Western countries. So it is most happy thing that is happening over there.
Right, right.
So
Yeah,
we were overwhelmed when we heard that, and we seen that in UAE also there is a strong Ambedkarite organization. They are doing very nice work, and in Japan also, in your country, you are doing very nice work.
right, right.
So and people are talking about Dr. Baba Saheb, that he is now a world figure. And one thing, one more point I would like to tell, that we should focus Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar as a world figure, and we should have every time we should focus on tell something about Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, so that he should be a world known figure. And this is the only, because in Thailand, Burma and Sri Lanka, there are so many monks, they were asking about India. They told that if second Buddha Shasana is, if we have to make it successful, then India should take leadership. And they said that, but Dhamma is not that much pure in India in its original form. So our work should be that we should develop Indian peoples, so that they should learn all Buddhist cultures and basic things, and then India should take lead. And Ambedkarism is the only thing, that Baba Saheb's direction is the only thing that will helpful for Buddhism to make it popular in the world. Because Baba Saheb says that the reconstruction of Buddhism, reconstruction of the world is possible through Buddhism only. This is most important point.
Sure, sure. Okay. Well, that's thank you very much, Kadam.
Yes, I am very much thankful to all of you actually, and Lalit has given me the opportunity to interact with all of you.
No, it was good, and we run this event every Sunday at 10 o'clock in US time, and we've been doing this for past 2 years. And Lalit has been a pioneer to this Web Vihara as well. You know, in the past, when he was in US. And
on next Sunday, I am going for that Satipathan course, meditation course. So for next Sunday, I will be not there, but regularly I will be here.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great. And we are also going to have a new speaker next week, Professor Vinod Bagre. If anybody knows, he's a mission officer in Nagpur. So we'll be circulating the emails. He has agreed to come over the session. You know, he's a pretty vibrant speaker, and it's pretty good, pretty informative to the young students as well. You know. So we'll have that next week, and I would like to introduce somebody new today. Most of them may know, but Mr. Sudezi, can you unmute your speaker, please, Mike? And just let me see, Mr. Sudezi.
Sute sir is also with us today. He is into Air India. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think Mr. Sute.
So yeah, he's not able to hear, I think. But he was he has been working with Swapnil and lot of big team during 6th December and all these big events. They have huge guidance stall, career guidance stall. So we had meeting with him and around 19 people. So the idea what Swapnil was briefly telling. So I requested like few of them to join so they understand what is how this technology works. So in last couple of emails, we are discussing how we can use this technology for career guidance programs, because so maybe next week or sometime we will discuss how we can go about that.
Okay. All right. So sounds good, and we are pretty close to our time. And sorry about the glitch we had with the audio session from our host. So hopefully we won't have these issues. It will be resolved by the time we come again to this session next week. Okay. If nobody has any question, I think we are pretty close to concluding our session. Okay. So we wish all happy holidays, and as well, pretty high in the US on the it's a Christmas time. So so sometimes
So enjoy your time in.
I know people are on vacation. Mahesh is on vacation. Tatik has gone to attend some personal activities. So people are kind of.
But still, we in spite of all this thing, pretty good attendance today.
Yes. And thank you all those who have come on this session, to listen Dhamma talk and also to listen Mr. Katkezi and Dr. Kadam. We would like to see you back again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Jai Bhim. Good night.